Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christine and this is Just Christine. For today's video, I'm going to be planning for the week of December 30 to January 5th, and I'm using this beautiful kit from Dash of Sun called Roaring Celebrations. If you guys are new here, I do PR for Chelsea's shop. So we kind of had a little bit of a sneak for this kit. And when we saw it, when she talked about it, everyone was so excited for it. It was definitely a very unique idea and concept, and she executed it flawlessly. I was definitely really excited to use this kit. So if you guys are interested in this, please stay tuned. So I didn't get a chance to mention in the intro that Chelsea did change up her format in both her weekly kit and decorative kit. So if you guys want to see the new format, or if you guys want to see like the different bundles that she has to offer, definitely check out the other video that I made um, that kind of went in depth to Chelsea's new format. I'll try to link it down below, or I'll try to create a card somewhere here to put on to show you guys where to go. Anyways, so for my first spread of 2025, I decided to do a double sidebar. I bought this washi paper that matched the kit in her shop, and I really love the design. I am a fan of the Roaring 20s, and anything that has to do with it, it just, I don't know, it's just very, I really can't say magical because it it really wasn't, but it was it was the height of the golden age, if that's what you like to call it. And everything about the Roaring 20s was all glitz and glamour, or what was portrayed anyways. And I think that Chelsea was able to capture this in her kit. And that washi paper that she had, this teal with dark blue in it, is just, there's just something about it. I'm It's not that I'm not a fan of dark colors, but I don't usually gravitate towards darker colors. But this kit itself was just really pretty, and I don't know, it's like one of those chef's kiss. And I think Chelsea nailed it. Like I said, flawlessly. And I also decided to use both the bottom washi in this spread. I used the plain one, this narrow plain one, because I wanted to put in the sky scene on top of it. I was really glad I was actually able to remember to get this in washi paper. And the funny thing is, I really had a hard time with the washi paper. Um, the washi paper is very fragile and it's very thin. So I had a hard time like first pulling it off the paper without it ripping, and then once I put it down, you really can't make a mistake on, because you can't lift it, right? So yeah, it was difficult. It was definitely a learning curve for me. But the color payoff is so much nicer than the transparent matte. And I see now why a lot of people loves the washi paper. And to be honest, even though I had such a hard time using it, um, after this spread, any shops that I bought from, if they had washi paper, I kind of geared towards more to the washi paper than the transparent matte. Like I said, it's harder to use, but the pros definitely is better than the con. Or like the pros over I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's a lot better. Like you see there, I tried to pull it up on the washi paper and it was not budging. So I was just like, forget it. I don't want to rip it. I'll just leave it as is. I think the city scene was just a tad bit crooked, but I'll live. And the florals on top was actually also washi paper. I don't know if you guys saw it. I had a hard time with like the little finer details pulling it up, but that is more of a user issue rather than a shop issue. It was just like I said, it's a very fragile thing, but so very gorgeous to use. Like if you guys can see it, it's just like regular paper, but like it's just so pretty. I Chelsea actually has 3 different foil samplers in her shop that matches this kit, but I decided to just grab this one, which I was kind of I kind of regretted that path that I took. I should have just grabbed all 3, but I think it still worked out pretty well. In her new format, she doesn't have any date covers. She has a separate sheet that you can add as an add-on where she has blank date covers, and she just has these foil sampler with the date scripts, which I think is such an amazing idea. I like this a lot better than having the date covers, because personally the date covers is starting to, I'm not attracted to it as I once was. I would prefer to have the date scripts rather than the date covers. Here on top, I knew I wanted to do something with the fireworks. I It just made sense. New Year's fireworks. So I kind of went all out with the fireworks. I also used the gems that was in the kit, which when you think about it, what is the gems doing in the sky? But then what is the florals doing in the sky? I just really wanted to make the top part really pretty and gorgeous, and I thought that I did a pretty good job. Um, I had so much fun using Chelsea's new format, and I think she outdid herself. She thought of what people needed. She took people's advice, like her PR girls, and she made her layout so much more user friendly, and I loved working with it. Um, I did have some issues with how I wanted to use everything. That was my thing though. She has a lot of things in her sheets, like she gives you so many, and I wanted to put everything on the paper, but I didn't want to overdo it. So I feel like I did a little bit overdo my spread, but that's totally okay because it's the new year. It's supposed to be over the top. And I feel like I did kind of go over the top. I was really kind of focusing this spread on the music part of the full boxes. So if you guys will see later on, I will use the kind of like musical note accents from the Pretty Pink Co. And I use a wide variety of foils. If you guys are new to the planner community, different shops have different foil colors, and it's just how it is. It's unfortunate if you are one of those people who likes everything to be more cohesive. Some shops just use light gold. Some shops use just the regular gold, which is considered also hot gold. And then there's some shops who does both. So unfortunately, I kind of mixed and matched. Um, it's starting to kind of get a bit annoying for myself when I look at my spread and it's like all different foil, like gold foil. But that's that's really just my preference, and it doesn't really take away from the spread or the decos of the shops. So here I do try to decorate as much as I could on the sidebar, but at the same time I didn't really want to cover the the washi paper, the background, because like I said, the paper is really really pretty. I was actually kind of disappointed that I put the darker full box where it is right now, where it's placed. I would have preferred it to be a lighter one, but I made a mistake, so I just kept it as is because it was really hard. Like I could not even take it out from the washi paper. I also did a lot of deco on the actual um, January 1st, which is the New Year's Day, because we didn't really do a lot on that day, so I knew I didn't need that much space. To be honest, I really love how the both of the sidebar turned out, even though I was a little bit kind of mad at myself for putting the wrong full box placement. In the end, I still think everything looked really, really pretty. And I really love how it turned out. I I don't know, like there's just something about this kit that drew me in, and a lot of Chelsea's kits are like that. She just has this unique eye on like how to make a really pretty kit and make it so unique. I was actually going to use this for my grandma's birthday, since she was born like around the 1930s. But I just couldn't wait. So I was like, okay, I'm going to use it for New Year's. She has a lot of New Year elements, and it's definitely something that I wanted to do. So anyways, let's go with the day by day. Day by day, this is actually our first week, like my first week of my holiday with my family and my husband. We were actually in Manila, so we checked out of our Airbnb early in the morning because we wanted to go to this hotel that has amazing breakfast buffet. And when they said that they had amazing breakfast buffet, they weren't kidding. It was so good. Like, I don't think there was a dish there that I didn't fully enjoyed. Mind you, I didn't eat every single thing that they were offering, but the ones that I did eat, it was really amazing. Um, I had some French toast, and I think it was one of the best French toast that I've ever had. And it was so good that I went for seconds. I don't usually do seconds in buffets, but I did for this one. And then after we had breakfast, me and my husband, we drove off to his province, which is about 2 hours away from Manila, and we are staying there for the next few days until we were off to our next destination. On Tuesday, we basically got the house ready for the countdown. So we kind of cleaned the house. We prepared the food that we were going to cook. We did the laundry. Usually, this is what I do in our regular place because we want to make sure that the house is clean before we do the countdown. Unfortunately, it did rain that night, so the countdown was a little bit wet. My uncle, who was also vacationing with us, he bought some fireworks, and we did the countdown with all these fireworks, and we weren't the only ones who was doing the fireworks. So there was a lot of neighbors who was doing them as well. And yeah, it was a pretty fun countdown as usual. And then on Wednesday, I'm already kind of behind. On Wednesday, my we woke up a bit early and we had breakfast at my parents' hotel, because they checked in at a hotel and we had breakfast there because they had really good breakfast. And then after that, we kind of just chilled. Like, we just literally stayed home and did nothing. And that's the reason why I decorated um, the Wednesday to its full capacity, because there was nothing to put there. On Thursday, I actually woke up a little bit late. I woke up at 6:30 and I was in bed like till 7:30 in the morning. I was still a little bit jet lagged, but not that bad anymore. um, and then we had breakfast. Breakfast was this really amazing, like, hot bread with Nutella, and it was so good. It was like one of the best things I like to eat when I go back home. And then after that, me and my family visited this church that was near my husband's place. And we kind of just went around there. Mind you, it's New Year's Day, but everything is open in the Philippines. Even the malls were open. So I was pretty amazed about that. I was shocked, but I was pretty amazed as well. Um, and then that was basically it. There really wasn't much that we did on Thursday as well. Um, the only highlight was there was traffic going from us going to the church, it was like about an hour. But then from us going from the church to our house, it was about an hour 30 because it was so traffic. um and then on Friday we woke up again, and then sorry, we woke up again. We had breakfast again. I think we had breakfast at the same place, like at my parents' hotel. Because like I said, they really had amazing breakfast. And then my husband and I, we had to check out this dealership because we wanted to see if we can purchase a new vehicle. Um, because the car that we had back home was already old, but there was just a lot of paperwork that we had to do, so we didn't have time to do that. So we just kind of like left and didn't really do much. Um, in the afternoon, me and my family, we went to a place called Tagaytay, which is this really nice kind of like on the top of the mountain area. And it has really good views, but we kind of got there a little bit late, so it was a little bit dark. We checked out this restaurant. I forgot what it's called, but it was supposed to be this amazing restaurant that was really, really good. We got there, we ate, and it wasn't that spectacular. So I was a little bit disappointed, which kind of sucks because, like, I feel like every single time I listen to TikTok, I get burned. And more on that in the future. So remember this. This is already like the second time that I got burned listening to TikTok. But anyways, we did get home really late on the Friday night. And then on Saturday was like super chill day. That's why Saturday and Sunday is just little tiny spots. Um, on Saturday, me and my family did book a trip to Japan and Thailand. I was going back and forth with the travel agent that I was speaking to. And then that evening, I actually had to start packing for Japan. It really wasn't like we weren't gonna leave the next day, but it was just like I needed to make sure that we had proper clothes for Japan because Japan is actually a lot colder than it is in the Philippines. So I had to make sure that our kind of like quote unquote winter clothes was ready for us to go to our trip. And then on Sunday was a whole lot of mess because I started to get heat rash, and because it was really really hot. I was trying to put on sunscreen, but unfortunately, like the lotion that I had kind of reacted. So I had like rashes all over my body, all over my hands. Not my hands, my arms, and it was crazy itchy, but at the same time, I kind of knew it was going to happen because it always happens. So I was prepared. I had my allergy medications. So I took that, and then it was totally fine. There was really nothing out of the ordinary. And then at the end of the night, we had Japanese. We went to a Japanese restaurant and we ate dinner there. Yeah, so that was basically our first full week of our vacation. It wasn't that crazy, but we were still kind of getting used to the environment and the time difference. But yeah, if you guys like this video, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and thank you so much. Bye!